Hi, today we're going to go through the Kopiki buyer journey. Now I've logged onto my account. If you have not got an account, obviously go through the sign up on the front page, make sure you select buyer and fill in the details, and then you'll be able to log in. Just be aware of emails going into spam, check that, but also be wary of phishing emails from friendly domains. Okay, so I'm in the Kopiki buyer area and I want to find suppliers. There could be a number of reasons I want to find suppliers. I could be a small business, I could be an R&D department, or running a project, or another part of an enterprise, or I have a gap I need to fill. Also, I obviously could be in purchasing and I'm going through my long tail of suppliers and I need to find some new ones, or I need to benchmark. Very powerful tool, Kopiki, for benchmarking your existing supply base. So to find suppliers, I need to open a marketplace. This is an alert coming up here, and that's what I'm going to do. So I go to a new marketplace and I need to fill in all these details on this form, or I can go to the wizard, and I like the wizard, so I'm going to use that. Today I'm going to use onions because it's one we often use for testing, but there are 10,000 products and services in Kopiki to choose from, so it's very likely what you need is in our database already. Right, so a few more details here about what you want to buy. You can put a lot of description in here. You can also, when you get into the marketplace environment, upload pictures, images from your phone you've taken or from your file system, and that will help. But just be wary to maintain your anonymity. Don't reveal your identity, because one of the big things Kopiki tries to do is keep you anonymous until you want to meet your suppliers. Therefore, you can build a relationship and only meet the people you want to meet. So a few more bits of details to fill in here. My budget. Now, as much information you can give the supplier, the better match you're going to get, the better relationship you're going to build, the more likely you're going to find the right supplier. But you may not have a budget at this time, so that's fine. You can click on no budget at this time. But if you do have one, it's very helpful. So I'm going to put in 100 there. Next step in the purchase process. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to order, quote, meeting. Is it research only or other? So obviously there's the next activity, again useful for the supplier to know. In this instance, I'm going to order. Reasons for my purchase? Well, I could be reducing costs, I could be solving a problem in the business, or I might be putting a bid or a project together for my customer and I want to get some competitive advantage, or there could be another reason. So I'm going to say it's to reduce my costs. And then obviously what currency am I working in? We've got currencies from around the world, because obviously you may be dealing in all sorts of currencies depending on your location. For this ones we're going to deal in pounds, and delivery postcode I'm going to use our registered office address, which is already there. So what I need to do now is just tell you when I need it by, and so I'm going to say a week, so we're going to say Thursday. I'm going to open the marketplace. So now it's just a little pop-up before we go in the marketplace. Just prepare yourself. We're going to interact with suppliers, so we want to make sure we give questions and answers and use images where it helps, but obviously do what we can to remain anonymous as well. And just maybe you start with a simple question. We should check the marketplace every day. We do send out alerts by email unless you've selected not to receive these, but obviously email alerts get lost. We're busy people, they can go into spam as we've said, so just worth checking the marketplace regularly to see how it's progressing. Okay, so now we're in the marketplace area, and you can see we've got our Q&A area which we talked about. So let's say, hi suppliers, looking forward to your offers. Okay, so we can send that, and that's just an introduction to our suppliers. The summary area is where we're going to find our offers, and up here is just a little bit of detail about the marketplace, and over here is actually all the details we put in, and we can change those. And they're going to go then off to our suppliers. We can extend the marketplace here by increasing the length, and once we've made those changes we click on here. Now on the left hand side here you'll see marketplaces we're currently active in, so we're just going to look at this one, which is the new one. Now on the right hand side, this is the interesting area. This is where the suppliers are appearing. There's three status of suppliers. First of all, there's suppliers we match. These are suppliers already on the Kopiki database. We've sent them an invitation to join your marketplace, and when they do, they're going to appear as suppliers in the marketplace, and then you'll be able to interact with them. They'll be able to provide you offers, and then when you're ready you'll be able to shortlist those suppliers, and when you end the marketplace you'll receive their details. Because we're in a demonstration environment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a supplier, so I'm just going to go into my supplier account. I'm already set up for onions in my products, and I've got a marketplace request here waiting, because I've been matched to your marketplace. Here we go. So it's an order. We want it in 26th of January. We've got a budget. We want to reduce costs. So because you want to reduce costs, I'm going to put in a slightly smaller amount, but I also may suggest I may put in no price at this time because I don't want to give you a price until you select me, and that's up to you to decide whether you want to select me or not. I'm going to put a little message and say I have been supplying onions for 10 years. There we go, and then I'm going to enter the marketplace. So I've now entered the marketplace, and you can see that my offer is there, and I can see your message here. So I'm going to reply to that and say, hi, how many do you need? Okay, so we're starting to have an interaction. So this is the supplier area, this is my view. Every supplier and buyer, the buyer sees all the suppliers see each other, that's fine. They won't see your photo, but you'll be able to see the suppliers' photos. Okay, so let's go back into your area. So we're interacting here. You see I'm now the supplier of the marketplace. Now one of the things we mentioned earlier was benchmarking. Benchmarking is very powerful because it enables you to get the best price you possibly can for your goods and services, and it's something you can do on a regular basis. To do this, you probably need to invite your existing suppliers into the marketplace or into Kopiki. You could do this with a very simple email. There's an example here. Dear supplier, I've started using Kopiki and I would like you to join. Please sign up. It's free to do so. The more you use it, the more you'll be charged. But the other benefit for the suppliers is that they can receive other offers as well. So it's obviously not just from you, they can receive other opportunities from other buyers. So you can send that email off, but obviously it can be difficult to onboard your suppliers, or you may have an awful lot of suppliers. If you do so, please contact Kopiki. We're very happy to help you. Help@kopiki.com, and we can help you onboard your suppliers. So now they are in there. Let's assume there's the suppliers. Kopiki is matched. We've invited all those suppliers, and you've matched your suppliers and invited them. So they're all in here, and you're interacting, and you're looking at the offers, and you're coming up with the best offer. And then through the relationship you're building and through the offers, you can decide to shortlist. And so in this instance, let's say you like my offer 740, my unique reference, and you're going to shortlist me. Now let's just talk about the timeline of this process. You know, the first day we're going to be sending offers out to our suppliers in our database. They're going to be receiving them and responding. So the first day there's going to be those suppliers coming on board. If there is no suppliers or limited suppliers for a marketplace, Kopiki will use its partners to fulfill. So we'll be out there inviting more suppliers to your marketplace, and that process can take a couple of days. Obviously, if you're inviting your suppliers in as well to benchmark, that can take a bit longer. So if you think of then your interaction, we expect the marketplace process to take 2 or 3 days. But obviously beware of your alerts, look at your marketplace regularly, and then when you're ready, shortlist your suppliers. And once they're shortlisted, you can then say, yep, I want to receive their contact details. Now you could shortlist as many as you want. You could shortlist 20. We would expect you to shortlist between 1 and 3 because you're going to receive their contact details, they're going to receive your contact details too, and it's going to be time for you to interact. So let's end this marketplace now, and we'll get the contact details. There we go. So you've got the contact details, and you can now interact, and this person will have your contact details as well. One final thing around benchmarking, as we said, you may want to benchmark regularly depending on the goods or services you're buying. So you may want to benchmark daily, weekly, monthly. So here's a very simple thing. Create the same marketplace. You can go back in, it's got all the details we put in before. You just need to set the date, and you can open the marketplace. And then we'll go out there, obviously the warning again to interact. We'll go out there and we'll start inviting all of the suppliers we have in our database into your marketplace, and therefore you can start interacting again, benchmarking, and come up with the best price. Okay, I think that's all we wanted to cover today. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact help@kopiki.com, and we look forward to working with you on Kopiki.